It is a great pleasure for me to be here this morning with you.
很高兴今天有机会来当中跟大家分享神的话。
Last month, my wife and I we had a chance to go back to Hong Kong.
上个月我跟我的太太有机会回到香港。
And when we were in Hong Kong, we took a side trip to Guangzhou.
当我们在香港的时候，我们也到了广州去了一趟。
And we were able to take the high-speed train.
我们有机会去经历了一下那个高速列车、高速火车。
And they have that speed listed on the monitor.
那个车速呢，就显现在那个车厢里面有个告示板上面。
So I was carefully looking for that speed, see how fast we were going.
所以我就很专心的看那个时速，看它到底可以到多快。
If I don't look at it, I don't even feel that I was moving.
因为如果我不看那个速度的话，其实基本上我都不感觉到那个车子在很快的动。
So you see it like 50 and then 100 and then at one point I was hit with it. It was 307.
最快的时候我记得好像是大概307公里每小时。
So it may have been faster than that, but that was what I captured with my camera.
但是就是在那个时候我照了一张相下来。
And when we were taking that high-speed train, or before we did that, we had to buy a ticket.
当我们要上火车之前，我们必须要先买一张票。
And because we were going with some friends and the company, and they gave us, they bought the ticket for us, of course we paid them.
因为我去之前其实已经有朋友帮我把票给买好了，然后我再把钱付给他。
But they told us, make sure you keep the ticket.
但是他告诉我们说，你要把那个票保存好。
Because when you go back to Hong Kong, when you're leaving China, mainland China, going back to Hong Kong, you have to show them the ticket.
因为当你回香港的时候，你必须要跟他们显示你的票。
I look at the ticket.
我就看了一下那张票。
Of course, tickets are tickets. They tell you which train, which cabin, which seat, and so on, the date and so on.
你知道火车票是什么样的？上面告诉你哪个车厢几号座，这样时间。
At the end, or at the corner of the ticket, there was this QR code.
在那个票的角落上有一个这个code 这个密码，这个 QR 密码。
And my friends told me, be careful of that code.
我的朋友告诉我说，你要很小心哦，这个 code 这个密码。
Well, I said it doesn't mean anything to me.
但我说这有什么了不起吗？对我来讲没什么了不起的。
But he said, it has everything about you there.
他说，因为当他们扫描的时候，你所有的个人的资料都在里头。
Your day of birth,
你的生日，
where you're from,
你从哪里来，
your passport number,
你的护照号码，
almost everything about you. They need to know they're all there.
有关于你所有的资讯、个人的资讯都在这个QR 密码里面。
I said, I can't see it.
我说，但是问题是我看不出来啊。
But they said, if you put it under the scanner, if they put it under the scanner, then very quickly they can read everything about you.
你如果把这个放在扫描器之下，它一下子就把你所有个人资料全部都抓出来。
I think we all are familiar with the QR code now, right?
我想我们现在大家对这个 QR 的密码应该都很熟悉的。
Do you know where it's from?
你知道这是哪里来的吗？
Not China, you know.
不是从中国来的，
It was founded by a Japanese company.
这是一个日本的公司发明的。
It's called the Denso Company in 1994.
1994年的时候，有个公司叫 Denso。
And now it's been refined over the years.
当然，刚开始的时候只是一个很粗浅的技术，现在已经很进步了。
And it is so much faster than the barcode.
它比那个我们原来就是你买东西的时候要结账的时候，它有个那个 barcode 按一下这个比那个 barcode 要更快。
Now they tell me that the scanner can read 100 of this in not a minute, second.
一般来说，一个扫描器1分钟大概一秒钟它可以读100个。
It's amazing, isn't it?
对我们来说是很了不起的一件事情。
If I tell you those They just move around by themselves. Somehow they came together and appear like this.
如果我跟你讲说这个密码它里面的这些讯号，它自己跑来跑去，然后最后自己组成了一个密码，你有什么感觉？然后这个密码里面就包含你个人所有的信息，你觉得你的感觉是什么？
You know that's not possible.
你知道这不可能的。
Many of us, or many of you, would be brought up in a culture that believed in evolution.
在座的各位，我们很多的人，我们是在一个无神论的背景长大的。
And let me tell you, today, many of those scientists who believe in evolution, they do not believe in Darwinism anymore.
你知道，在今天的许多的所谓的医生、所谓的科学家，他们相信进化论，但是他们相信的进化论其实并不是达尔文所讲的。
They no longer believe in this, what Darwin proposed years ago.
他们所相信并不是达尔文当年那个时候所提出的那个进化的理论，
Because it is just too complicated.
因为对他们来说那个太复杂了。
Our bodies are just far too complicated.
我们的身体是非常复杂的一个生物系统。
Well, let me give you this example.
让我给你一个例子，
Let's think about mousetrap.
让我们想一想那个抓老鼠的那个机器，
I think Chinese people should know about mousetraps,
抓
right?
老鼠。
Now, in order to make a mousetrap,
你要去做一个抓老鼠的机器，那个东西，
you need to have the frame, and you need to have the spring, and you need to have a board, and you need to have some cheese or something.
你知道抓老鼠那个笼子，你需要有个笼子，然后需要有弹簧，需要有钩子，上面需要有一个饵，然后那个老鼠进来的触动那个饵，它就会把门关上，就被抓住。
But you cannot say, my first 100 years, I'm just going to make the frame. And then next 100 years, I'm going to make the board. Another 100 years, 1,000 years, I'm going to make the spring. And then I'll find some cheese in another 100 years.
我不能说我花了100年，我就是发明这个笼子，然后再花100年，我会发明了这个弹簧，再发明100年，我又发明了这个夹子，然后可能在某个时间我找到了那个 cheese，然后放进去。
By the time you finish, you already did.
当你最后你要完成的时候，其实你早就死了。
What the mousetrap model tells us, you have to have everything together in order to work.
从这个抓老鼠的这个笼子里面告诉我们一件事情，就是说，如果我们要让这个抓老鼠的笼子有效的话，它必须这些东西都必须在同时间放在一起。
And the same thing for our bodies.
那对于我们人的身体来说也是一样的。
You cannot have this arm first, and then 100 years later I have this arm, and then another 100 years I have my eyes. And so you can't live like that.
你不能说，你说看人的身体，好像说我先有我的手背，100年之后我再有我的眼睛，在100年之后我再有我的耳朵，不行，你要成为一个人，必须这些东西都在同时间放在一起，同时间发生。
Not just to be there to all together, they need to know how to coordinate, to co-work with one another.
不仅仅是说这些东西都必须在同时间里面发生，而且必须在同时间，他们都知道彼此如何去合作。
For example, even if the Darwin's theory were right, you know, it evolved and then there was a man.
如果我们说达尔文的演化论是对的话，那 OK， 那经过了很多年的演化，有了一个人出来，
And then another 100 million years later, there was a woman.
然后在可能几千年，在很久很久以后，又出现了一个女人，
And therefore they form a family.
然后他们就成为了一个家庭。
I tell you it won't because the first man already died.
因为这不可能发生，因为当这个女人产生的时候，这男人早就死了。
And or if that man was in Africa and the woman 100 million years was in Asia, they would never meet.
如果第一个男人是在亚洲产生的，然后第一个女人是在非洲产生，他们怎么碰面，怎么生孩子呢？
Different places, different time, they won't meet. There's no family.
所以时间上不可能，所以在地点上也不可能，所以他们就不可能产生后代。
So the mousetrap model helps us to realize the weakness of Darwin's theory.
所以这个抓老鼠笼子的这个例子，就帮助我们去了解，所谓的达尔文的演化，其实是在时间上讲起来是不太可能的。
And not only that, we're going to talk about the genetic code this morning.
所以我们今天早上我们花一点时间，我们看一下遗传基因的这个密码。
And this genetic code is much more complicated than this QR code.
你知道你的遗传的密码、基因的密码比这个 QR 密码要复杂太多了。
This one is mostly for items, for commercial items, or leading you to websites and so on.
这个密码其实只是在商业上有一些用途，然后或者是让你进入某一个网站。
But the amazing thing about this genetic code is that it is found in all living creatures.
但所谓的基因的密码，很奇妙的是，所有活的物体都有这个基因密码。
Doesn't matter whether it's a very, very small animal or insect, they have it.
不管它是多小的昆虫也好，
Even plants,
是植物也好，
they all, everything, everyone, we all have a genetic code.
所有的生物、所有的活物都有这个基因密码。
You don't need to have faith to believe in that. Science tells us, it's proven, it's shown. Every living creature has a genetic code.
为了是相信，你不需要有什么信心，像你信这个信仰一样，什么信心去相信，因为实际上这个科学上已经证明的。
So what is a gene?
所以到底什么是基因呢？
Gene is a unit of hereditary that controls development of one trait.
所谓的基因就是一种遗传的物质，然后它会控制了你身上某种特征的一个发展。
And it is made of DNA.
它是DNA 所组成 ，DNA 就是去氧核糖核酸，对吧？
I don't want to make it sound too scientific, but we need to, you have to understand a little bit what the gene, or the inside the gene looks like.
所以我不会把这个做成一个科学的讲座，但是就是一个很简单的介绍。
Now, in every cell, and you can see the cell there, there's a nucleus.
所以在每个细胞里面有个细胞核，
And then inside the nucleus, there are the chromosomes.
在细胞核里面有染色体，
And those chromosomes are made up of, they all have two pairs together. They're paired together.
每一个染色体它有一对是一对的。
If we unwind, open up, dissect the inside of those chromosomes,
如果我们把这个染色体把它打开，然后我们看看里面是什么呢？
and you will find those almost like threads.
所以你看到里面好像一条线，
And those threads will lead you into like a coil.
那个线呢就好像一个像弹簧这样子的。
And then the coils, they have like letters. Like letters.
然后在这个弹簧当中呢，在那个线当中，其实它是有不同的顺序，然后我们是用在科学上用一些不同的字母来代表它。
And those letters, those like letters, they match.
然后这些字母呢，这些顺序呢，它们彼此之间会互相配合。
And then they match according to the amino acid inside.
它主要是根据它这个氨基酸上面的结构，它们彼此之间能够搭配，能够在结构上能够配合，就能够连在一起。
And there are rules for that.
在这个配搭的过程当中，其实它是有一些规律的。
And A and T always go together.
因为如果它是 A 的，是跟 T type 的，这个它们一定是在一起。
And then C and G are always together.
那 C 的这种种类跟 G 的这个种类一定是合在一起。
You cannot say, I don't like it, I want to mix it up. You can't.
你不能说我想 A 跟 G 放在一起，不行，你做不到。
A always matches with T.
那个 A 形态的永远跟 T 形态的在一起。
I remember when I was in medical school, I had to memorize things like this.
我记得我当年还在读书的时候，我就必须要去记这些东西，
So I had to think of ways to remember it.
所以我必须要想到一个方法，帮助我去记。
So I thought about this way to remember it.
所以我有一个特别的方法来记。
I just remember it's at center of gravity.
所以我记得英文上的 at the center of gravity 就是在重心在 在重心的中间，
So A always goes with T and C always go with G.
所以 A 永远跟 T 在一起，然后 C 永远跟 G 在一起。
And then even within those amino acids,
甚至是在这些氨基酸当中，
they carry what we call a side chain, another chemical part.
所以在这些氨基酸当中，它们都有一些
chemical fashion.
一些化学的一些结构，在氨基酸上面，它们在旁边都有一个特殊的结构。
What I'm saying is I'm not going to talk about the side chains, of course, but the amino acid and the side chain like holding hands together.
所以它的这个结构氨基酸，它旁边的这些化学结构，基本上就好像它两个之间，它的手它牵在一起。
But the amazing thing is,
很惊异的事情是，
for all the living creatures,
对于所有的生物来讲，
not just men, not just animals, even plants, all the living creatures,
所谓的所有的生物，就是包括人类、包括植物、包括所有的动物。
when the amino acid holding hands with the side chain is always on the left side.
你会发现，当这些所谓我们说这个氨基酸它的这个化学的结构，它们都是在它们的左手边。
If you don't realize that there is a design, I don't know what else you can realize there's a design.
如果你不说这是一个有特别的设计的话，我就不知道该怎么讲。
If it's just by evolution, by change, suddenly change, and then they hold hands. But it is holding